Hello, football fans. Hello, XFL fans. Welcome back to the XFL Fan Zone. And let's get into our top five headlines going to week five. Just my humble opinion. You let me know what you think. Number one headline: BJ Daniels gets the start for Seattle at Houston. To me, this is the quarterback matchup of the weekend. BJ Daniels versus PJ Walker. Two guys with similar skill sets. One is trying to get his name in the books here as BJ Daniels, and PJ Walker has pretty much been the star of the league this year. Number two, can the Dallas Renegades win a home game this week? Dallas is 0-2 at home and 2-0 on the road. Figured that one out. They're the only team like that this year in the XFL. Number three, can a home game help save the DC Defenders' season this week against the St. Louis Battlehawks? Number four, we have a battle of the 1-3s, Tampa Bay at LA. And number five, which New York Guardians team is going to show up this week? The one that plays good at home or the one that's dreadful on the road? And as a bonus, again, what would the attendance and ratings be like again this week? Let's start with BJ Daniels. If this game was in Seattle, I think I picked Seattle to go with the upset. Even though on the road, I still give the Seattle Dragons a chance to win this game. Seattle can easily be 3-1, even though they're 1-3. Houston can easily be 1-3 themselves, but they do this much to win the game. They execute better than any other team in this league. They have PJ Walker. Whenever you make a mistake with a turnover in this league against Houston, Houston makes you pay big time for it. They always convert them into points, it seems like. So there's a difference between Houston and everyone else in the league this year. But I think BJ Daniels gives this team a great shot. He gives the mobility this team desperately needs. He sparked them in that second half of that game at St. Louis last week. He looked good. We were patient with Brandon Silvers for a while. 3.5 games. Well, it's only a 10-week season. I know you're not allowed a tier 1 quarterback, but you have 2 months left on your contract, and it's time to get someone else a chance here. But I still think Houston's going to win this game. I'm going to pick Houston to win this game because they are home, and they are the Houston Roughnecks. They're doing almost everything right this week, and they got PJ Walker. No one else does. But I'm hoping BJ Daniels performs real well. This league needs more quarterback play, better quarterback play. I'm looking forward to this quarterback matchup. To me, he's the wild card, BJ Daniels. I also think it's the quarterback matchup of the weekend, if you ask me. Number two, can Dallas win a game? And which New York team are we getting? Yeah, New York has not won a road game this year. Dallas has not won a home game this year. Well, something has to give in this game. Because there are no ties, we are going to have a winner. Which New York team will show up? The one that's awful on the road or the one that's good at home? Now, if Landry Jones was playing for Dallas, I would go easily. Dallas would win this game. Nothing against Philip Nelson. I like him. I like what he saw it play last year with the San Diego Fleet. But there's a reason why he's the number 2 quarterback. Luis Perez was the quiet, confident leader the Guardians so desperately needed last week. The offensive line was awesome. They opened up the running game last week for over 100 yards rushing. It made Luis Perez's job a lot easier. Play action fakes went very well. And because they controlled the clock, that New York defense got a much needed rest. So when they were needed in the fourth quarter, they stopped that LA offense down. They forced them to throw the ball since they stopped the run. New York came away with the second victory of the year. DC, will Audi Field help rejuvenate the DC Defenders? They played well weeks 1 and 2 at home. They've been awful on the road. I mean, they are now where the New York Guardians were just a week ago. And after week 2, we thought DC was by far one of the best teams in the league, and Cardale Jones was one of the best quarterbacks in the league. Not right now. I had him in my team rankings last week as number 8 team right now. That's how far they've fallen down. It's a battle for first place, whether you want to believe it or not. If St. Louis wins this game, they have the outright better record, and they would have defeated New York and DC in the division. If DC wins, they would have the same record but own the virtual tiebreaker of the head-to-head meeting. So this is a pretty big game. In a 10-week season, all these games are pretty big. I'm still taking St. Louis. St. Louis has been playing consistent all 4 games. They're in every game. They could have easily beaten Houston if it wasn't for 1 or 2 Jordan Ta'amu interceptions, one which should never happened. It is what it is. I'm hoping the defenders at least play well again this week. I want competitive football. I'm hoping Cardale Jones looks real good. And this has a potential to be a great quarterback matchup also. Jordan Ta'amu versus Cardale Jones. I'm hoping we do get one. I think we still can. But Dallas has got a lot of soul switching to do the way New York did last week. And of course, the battle of the 1 and 3s. Tampa Bay at LA. Safe to say that the winner is back in it at 2 and 3, and the loser goes to 1 and 4, and pretty much looking to next year. I mean, just to finish at 5 and 5, you have to go 4 and 1 the remainder of the season. That's a lot to ask. Now we've seen these teams that go from west to east or east to west on the road do piss poor. I think that ends this week. I think Tampa is going to win this game. I like what I've seen at Tampa. I like the fact that Mark Trestman gave the offensive play calling duties to Jamie Elizondo. Ever since he's been doing the play calling, they have solved the red zone issues. The Tampa Vipers team we expected to have this year. And I like them to win this week. Doesn't mean LA can't win. All these teams on any given weekend day can win. The talent, to me, I'm going to repeat this again like a broken record. The talent is pretty much on par. It's who executes the best. And right now, Houston and St. Louis execute the best. So I actually like 3 road teams this week. I like St. Louis, New York, and Tampa. And I like Houston win their game at home. And of course, the other thing is, how will the attendance do this weekend? Houston's home. They've been averaging just over 17,000. Dallas has been averaging 17.5. DC's been averaging 16, and LA's just been disappointing. The problem with LA is they are a big event town. Even when you win out LA in football, they don't go to the games unless it's a very big event game. It's a big event town, but I understand why they put a team out in LA, because they wanted to get that big TV contract. So it is what it is. That's what I like. That's how I feel about this weekend. The top 5 headlines going in. Let me know what you think. Folks, enjoy the football. We'll talk to you later.